Another day, another dollar in this beautiful world we call truck driving. Now, I got some questions and some concerns about the last video, so I figure I would ask them. One of you guys wanted to know, you said, hey Andrew, you're not really telling us how to go out and get these contracts. I understand, truck driver. You want a direct tutorial on how you can get some contracts. You want me to hold your hand, walk you into the shipper, the same shipper office you go into every day, every time y'all get loaded, y'all gotta walk in the shipper office, but you need me to stand there with you to ask some basic questions on how you can get some freight. I don't know, driver. Do you own a truck? Probably not. Do you own a trailer? Probably not. Do you have a motor carrier? Probably not. So you got to get those three things out the way first before you can worry about getting any type of contract freight and all that stuff. So but how do you go about getting contract freight? Well, that's the easy part. Every time you get loaded, you show up at the shipper, you walk your ass in that BOL room, and you do what everybody else do to drive trucks. You keep your mouth shut and you don't ask them people no questions, even though they the freaking shipper. They the one that's paying for the load. You don't ask them how much the load going for. You don't ask nothing on nothing. So as long as you continue to drive a truck and not ask questions, you ain't got to worry about how you can get a contract. Contract be standing in front of you every time you walk into the ship office. But anyways, one of you guys wanted to know what my overhead was. All I paid for was fuel and insurance and whatever little maintenance I ran into along the way. So as far as miles per gallon go, I never calculated what miles per gallon because as y'all saw, I don't run some type of cheap operation to where I need to figure out how we can save money. We need to go 55 miles per hour or 52, and that's people that run for $1 a mile. We never ran that cheap. We always ran for top dollar, okay? So how many miles per gallon any of my trucks get, don't know, never calculated, never will calculate, because if I got to calculate the miles per gallon, it's time to part the truck. Overhead, I just paid insurance. On average, I was about $700 to $800 a month in insurance. I had dirt cheap insurance, but all my equipment paid for, so let's see. If I was a lease driver or 1099 company, what would I do with the money? If I went to go lease a truck nowadays, I would probably take all the money, take all the paychecks, put it in the stock market, just buy a bunch of stocks with it, and I wouldn't worry about any maintenance whatsoever. If I'm leasing Mr. Charlie truck over at, let's just say Prime Meat, for example, if I got Prime Meat truck, I wouldn't save any money on maintenance. I would take every check, put it in the stock market, and if they truck ever blow up, break down, any of that, man, look, I'm gonna call them, and if they pay for it, we'll keep rolling. If they don't want to pay for it, then I'm gonna leave they shit on the side of the road and go to the next lease. Probably up with the Russians and do the same thing. I wouldn't put $1 into a lease truck unless it's oil changes or maybe something simple like you blow a tire or something. Other than that, man, that's how I would run lease. Same thing as a 1099 company driver. I take all that 1099 company driving money and put it in the stock market and let that grow over time. That's what I would do. Last thing I'd be worrying about is thinking that I'm finna get the title of this lease truck. I wouldn't be doing that at all. I'd just be taking the money. If I'm making $2,000 a week as a lease driver, I'd be taking that $2,000, tossing all into the stock market. Not on some type of ridiculous stock gambling and all that stuff. It's got to be stocks that make sense, or ETFs, or something that makes sense. That's what I would be doing. What am I doing right now? Oh, just what's the word I'm looking for? Harvesting cash. That's all I'm doing. Just harvesting cash, racking up Mr. Charlie's money. Matter of fact, the week just ended, so Mr. Charlie owed me another paycheck. We'll probably do a paycheck review Friday. Today was the first day of the start of the new pay week, so I already got one day out the way. Then I go to work tomorrow. Then I'm off. Was that Friday and Saturday? I'm off. So, one more day. We got one more day and the week over with for me. So yeah, just harvesting cash, taking all Mr. Charlie money, putting it on, giving it to people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. That's who I give my money to, and they do what they need to do with it to do, to make it go a little bit higher than what it's at right now. But I don't make a lot of money. I'm at the bottom. All I make, I'm only averaging about $1,500 a week. Uh, as far as all my income all together, I make a little bit, $7,000 a month, somewhere right in there. I think I'm close to like 7,000 net for the month. That's all I make, guys. Just low income, not a lot of money, W-2, all that good stuff. Okay, so just save the money up, and one thing I will say, for all y'all that's got cash trucks that did go and work for Mr. Charlie like me, fit your trucks up. If you want them chrome visors and all that chrome stuff, hey, now's the time to fix all that, put all that together. Or if you need an engine overhaul your engine, buy a new transmission, get your truck all neat, ready, do your slack adjusters. It ain't never been changed since you had the truck. Put the new slack adjusters on, new brake chambers, new brakes, put some tires on that ain't Chinese. Now's the time. You work for Mr. Charlie. Don't be putting no more China. Chinese is over with. Now it's time to go with them what we got around here? Michelin, Bridgestone, Yokohamas, Toyos, Firestone, Goodyear. It's time to go with the authentic tires, okay? So, as far as trailers go, you work for Mr. Charlie, now is the time to get the trailer that can make you the most money when you decide to jump back off into this thing. And I ain't talking about the drive-in either. I'm talking about something, let's just say you want to be a chemical motor carrier. Okay, well, now's the time to save up that money for that 407 chemical tanker trailer or whatever type of chemical trailer you're looking for. If you flatbed driver, you want to get a step deck, well, now's the time to save up Mr. Charlie money, get you a step deck for when this thing turn back around. And also it may not turn back around, but guess what? You W-2. It don't matter if it turn back around or not. It don't matter if Trump get in office or Biden stay in office. I win either way. Why? Because I'm investing in the stock market, and I'm W-2 making 100K with Mr. Charlie. So it don't matter if Trump don't get in office and Democrats continue down this ridiculous path they on right now, then hey, I'm still gonna win. Why? Because I'm investing in the stock market, and I got a $100,000 job with Mr. Charlie. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much all the questions. I didn't write too many down right there. Just basic questions that I could answer right quick for y'all. So, to recap, miles per gallon, never calculated. Why? Because I don't run for $1 a mile, $1.50, or anything like that to where I'm really squeezing myself. As y'all see, 116 miles, $1,300. Okay, so fuel bill on that crap right there, maybe $200. That'll get you there and back on just $200. Okay, the rest, you take the rest of it, go and give factoring 3%. You keep the rest, and then you're doing 2 loads a day, sometimes 3 loads a day. Guys, it wasn't just like this on this one particular contract. The same thing that y'all see on that contract, guys, it was like that in the oil field. When I was running in the oil field with my pneumatic, we was doing the same thing, man, trying to get 2-3 loads a day, 7 days a week, hauling sand, just like it was. See, it's the same commodity. It was sand in the oil field, sand in Georgia, sand over here, sand over there. Guys, it's the same commodity, okay? So, it's just the oil field went downhill and we relocated over to Georgia, and Georgia went downhill, and now I don't tell y'all what I'm doing. Now I just W-2 Mr. Charlie, okay? That's all you need to know. That's it right there. So, guys, it's a ton of money in this motor carrier thing if you get contracts. Now, if you buy a truck to lease on to a carrier, understand you're not gonna get what the truck is capable of getting if you had the direct contract, okay? It's hard to understand how much money is really out there when there's less than 1% of people on YouTube that has ever done anything on my level. You can probably count on one hand how many YouTubers then actually had a motor carrier with equipment with direct freight. It's not that many. You can probably, like I said, count on one hand going back from when this YouTube thing first started. Let me see if I can count myself. Okay, you got me in SoCal. You got Dirty Broke. I believe Ghost had some contracts once upon a time. Can't confirm it. I believe he did though. Uh, Casanova. See, got Casanova. So we gotta take it all the way back. Number 6. Y'all have to finish the rest of that out, man, because like I said, it ain't that many. Shit, it just ain't that many, man. It's not something that everybody can do. I was able to do it because there was no DAT load board, and I believe also if DAT load board, if all these load boards went away for these truckers out here, a lot of these truckers wouldn't have no other choice but to constantly call shippers all day long and give them the rate that they really want to haul for. But unfortunately, we got DAT and well, y'all got DAT. I'm pneumatic. We ain't got none of that DAT and stuff like that. So we got to still call shippers. We gotta do it the old school way. So I see a lot of pneumatics going through Nashville too. Nashville, Kentucky. I see pneumatics running non-stop, and don't think that I ain't got my eye on every last one of them. Oh, I'm asking questions. I'm the fuel guy now, so I'm asking all types of questions. You give me some information. I may have what you need, driver. You say you owner operator. I know times is tough right there. You see this tanker right here? This tanker, this is Mr. Charlie tanker now. Come on now, give me some information now. We can make this thing work now. I'm talking about I got 8,000 gallons. Now I'm just nah, none of boo boo.